him at the end.
Because at this point you did not understand, you already had everything that you need.
So now, somebody told me, now you can write to Kentucky Council Center, where the green cards are processed, and write them to an email saying that you have moved from this PO box, it was using a PO box for Kisumu, that you have moved to Nairobi.
So the communication will be done directly.
So I wrote it, and they replied.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm smart now.
You're like, Dave Chappelle,
we are going to forward everything to you. Now the address that I was using for my aunt, and my aunt had another aunt taking care of this address. Now when this guy called me, when I was giving him the 5,000, I told him, you know, this is the last money I begged from my mom. So when you are feeling these things, you either decide to eat that 5,000 and don't feel them and take them back,
or feel them,
and so now I changed the address, but I still kept talking to him because I did still not understand the process. So he called me, your green card should be here.
They are not communicating.
I told him, you ate that 5,000. You did not send that. You did not send them. So I'm playing tough.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm calling my aunt, have you seen my green card? No. Have you seen my green card? No. Until to the point he said, no man, you have called too much, stop. I told him, man, you ate that one. I knew it. Stop. It's not coming to that email. Why is it not coming?
But you are not telling him that you changed the address.
Yes, it's not coming from him and it's not coming from this address. Now, you ate that money. He said, no, I can prove it to you. Come to Kisitano, we write an email to those people. Oh, that email. Now I came and he said, do you have an email? No, I don't. I don't even know what is that. So I created another. So the first email was Solomon Ombota Yahoo. I reversed. So that those people know it's the same person who is writing the email. So he sent and he told me in 3 days, they will have replied. And indeed, in 3 days. You know those days we used to walk to a cyber, you don't even know what you're doing. You are depending on those cyber guys to log, and the email is doing this now.
They're not deep. It was too deep.
The steaming reporter gave you.
Your 10 shillings, you see it. Going without getting the results.
Be patient.
So as I got the email, they sent me actually my packet, the entire packet. They said, don't worry about it.
If you have not received it physically, this is it.
Yeah. So you have, by then I had 26 days to go for an interview. Then I don't have a passport.
So is it that your aunt did not receive, or we'll talk about that another day? So
when I was walking out of that cyber, I received another phone call from the United States of America. My aunt to my mommy's sister. She said, oh Solomon, since your dad died, I was checking on how guys you are doing. I told her, stop that. That is a forgotten story. Now my green card is here. How are you?
What can you remember?
If the dead are on.
The dead are dead.
Let them rest in peace.
Now there is a meeting here to
Stop them. Are you sure? Yes. You can call my aunt in Nairobi right now. I will travel there tomorrow. He said, travel there with the paperwork. I went there. He called my aunt immediately. He said, the kid is telling the truth. That's the first time I had 20,000 in my pocket. Cash. Going for my medical. Then my aunt in Nairobi paid 10,000, and from there I had my passport. I had literally 26 days to go to American embassy, but I had a lot. I had to do medical. I had to get a passport. I had to get the good conduct. You understand?
A lot of things.
So, and I don't have money, but God has money. So by that time, my process went smooth. Now this guy, when that email came, The foolishness in me.
The
excitement. I call him, hey, they are only blind. The thing is here.
I feel like whipping you. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
In the Basanyo story, there must be
ignorance. Ignorance.
No, exactly. He said he cannot
hide the good news.
How can you?
How am I going to hide?
How do you separate enemies from friends?
How?
What did he do?
He said, he started telling me, he started now calling me from American Embassy, he started calling me from US, he started getting phone calls. If you don't pay this man, don't waste your time going to the embassy.
It was now.
I will receive phone calls. We are calling you from American Embassy. Are you Solomon? Yes. Don't come here. Because you are still owing this person. My aunt told me, Solomon, nobody can call you from American Embassy telling you that nonsense.
No.
But still, I'm like, who should I listen to? Who should I listen to?
This guy has been through the process.
These people don't know.
There is one phone call that I received from US that it was a Safaricom number. Now I know this person.
They weren't even that smart.
He's calling me with Safaricom and he's telling me that he's calling me from US. No, now that kind
I know you.
Then he said, yeah, when you go to where? When you go to American Embassy, I will claim you are married, that you are lying, you are not married. Now that put a lot of fear. Now when I went for my interview, they asked me, are you Solomon on board? Yes. What have you been doing? I've been selling magazines in Calcutta. If you go to America, what are you going to do? I'll become a soldier. How? Congratulations.
Yes, Dad.
Just that.
Serious?
What did you say?
Is this a trick?
Is this me? After this, I'm like evil. You see, you say me.
America, go.
They give me the they stamp it on your passport. So I opened the visa. Passport is mine, but the visa has a face of a woman. This guy was
in as a man.
I have been finished. I am finished.
I started crying out there. The guard soldiers, they came asking me, you should be happy. People who cry, you don't get that visa. I see visa there. But it's a face of a woman. I see my visa. He said, no, man, don't worry. This is their mistake. Go back to the counter and tell them. I went and said, oh, so. We're so sorry. We're so sorry. The scratch that. They opened the next page. They stamped my visa. Basanyo.
Basanyo, the blessings. Good fortunes, Basanyo.
So I was told by then my aunt in the US, because he heard how I'm getting phone calls. Now I'm becoming a person of interest.
In your own right.
A person of interest, like everyone.
By then, I didn't know the word viral. I had gone viral. But the internet was not there. I had gone viral. So my aunt said, you are an indigenous species. You need to be evacuated like tomorrow.
Endangered species.
Don't make a mistake.
Danger of extinction.
Yeah, don't make a mistake to go to the village that you are going to tell people, bye, I'm going to the US. Don't do that. Now why are you denying Basanyo? I tell to go and celebrate a party to my people. I tell them,
and parties with the Basanyo.
In fact, even these days when I do a party,
it's like you're revenging for that time you were told not to do.
So even my wife is afraid when I call her back.
So since you have it, you don't wait. There's a party coming.
When I did my retirement ceremony in Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
I pulled the people from a lot of states. And we had over 100 people.
Oh,
we're talking about people coming in and they are paying hotel rooms and they're coming with wives and kids. It's not easy to do that.
It's like a wedding.
It's like
ni kama zile compulsory parties, you know, funerals, weddings.
It's like a funeral.
And I had men and women dressed up in uniform.
Holy. Wow.
It's okay.
I know.
So, in 3 days, my ticket was there. I have to travel.
Huku nyumbani umepia watu, you know.
No, sasa.
Mzazi like mama.
Mama does not understand what's going on.
Oh, okay.
In fact, actually, when I told her I won a green card, she went to my father's grave was still fresh. She went and called my dad. Now your son
Has men.
that memories. So when I landed to US, when I started making good money, dollars, that's when I remembered. Now, you know that I can take you to a better hospital. Now you are not there. Now I can afford it.
Oh, you remember when you were taking you late?
Now I started mourning that people thought I mourned to the point that I was taken to see a psychiatrist.
What?
Yeah, you kept a lot, by the way.
Now that's when it hit me that my dad was not there.
Ni kama ulikuwa autopilot, you time you're on airplane mode.
I was on airplane mode, so it was reactivated. Now, I became so sensitive, like if you say something small, then I was like, if my dad was there, you couldn't tell me that. Or if my dad was there, you couldn't do this, how that, and then people thought, even like, oh, they told me, if you act like this, we are going to send you back to Kenya. Send me.
Oh, you didn't care.
What are you waiting? Send me.
That was your way of mourning.
Yeah, send me. Like, I said, the loss I had was my dad. So anything you tell me that you want to lose this, keep it.
Your stories are movie.
So, I think we need to continue next time.
Yes, we can. Oh my God, there are so many things
that is a really heavy story. Like your story has so many highs and lows, and it's just an emotional roller coaster.
Are you fully? Did you move on fully as we speak?
No. Every single, like when I did my wedding, I cried the entire time I was in the farm because when I saw everybody walking in and my dad was not there, I was like, what is the problem? And I spent about $2 million on that wedding.
And you wanted to be happy with.
But now when everybody walked in, I saw my mom and my uncle, but my dad was not there. So I was like, I was about to disconnect everything and be like, shut this thing down, let's go home.
I think you should be comforted by the fact that your father really did make you a man. Not very many sons have the opportunity to interact on a manly level with their parents. Most children are suffering from absent, present fathers. Fathers that are there but are not really there for them. But I think your father did a better job at that.
Oh, my dad, now based that my name was his brother's name. I used to equalize myself that you have to remember me older brother.
And that's
so really you were friends before?
We used to plan things together. I used to tell him, you need to do this and this, this. And you say, that's exactly what you want to do. So,
you're special in a way. You see how quickly it was, much as you switched to autopilot, how quickly it was for you to even get it out of your mind that we need now to try and fit into this man's shoes. All that, and then always trying to remember or do what you would have wanted to do. There's nothing, I think, if they are watching us, those who have left us, there's nothing that will make them rest in peace more than seeing that their gap, their absence is not hurting the people they love. And you have stepped up so well, since immediately soon after that, you stepped up so well. And you being able to realize that this is something that we need to do as men and as a last born must be something, I'd say, beyond what you could obviously as a young man understand, but you did it. So I'd say the spirit of your Omboto senior and your father, you've elongated their lifespan.
Yes.
They are still alive.
You see, I look at this from a feminine perspective. It really does open my eyes to what men go through in terms of what manhood really is. You know, if a woman loses their father, everybody runs to comfort the daughters, you know, and the mother to tell them it's okay, their needs are catered to. If they overreact on something, it is because they lost their father.
Yeah,
but men, your father's body has not even gone cold.
The
but
first note taps you is
tells you men don't cry. You know, and that is something I think societal expectations of manliness really need to be reevaluated.
Actually, what kind of helped me, and this is Memorial Weekend coming up in the United States, where we remember our fallen comrades. And it happens that the month of May is when my dad died. So every single time they have a memorial, I don't only remember the soldiers, I also remember my dad. So, but there was a time I was selected to be part of the memorial ceremony at the actual where I had a privilege to hear my chief command, President Barack Obama, address me right like I'm addressing you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow. That's something.
That is not something you say casually, but okay.
You're blessed.
You know, when I received that flyer, that Memorial Day, the guest speaker is himself, President Obama. I was like, this formation?
Damn!
Part of Yani Korea.
And my name and his are written in the
Damn. Maybe it's a good time to look at the camera and tell someone who is somewhere and they're thinking like life might never change. They don't really see any option. Please give them something.
Me, what I would say, bottom line. Jesus said, I am the tree and you are the branches. If you are cut off, you don't get the nutrients. So that's part of it. If you
make sure
if you connect to that tree of life, who is Jesus, and who is our Heavenly Father, and who is not, you know, even he says in the Holy Books, if you are sinful fathers, when you ask them for us fish, even though they are sinners, they will still give you fish. They won't give you snakes.
How much more
of me?
God.
What of me? So say God is promises. God has promises. God has promised us this. Why can't you hold him accountable?
Wow. Holding God accountable.
And that is God. You promised me this. It's like I literally take like how my dad used to promise me a bike. And then I'll be like, hey dad, you know that bike.
You keep checking in.
Even the jacket, the compact jacket, it's not here.
No.
So to me, that's how I literally take like God. You know, I need this.
So your dad might never have given you the jacket, but he gave you what it takes to get many more jackets.
I think he gave it.
So, but also,
even keeping that promise, you know, he creating the expectation in you that the jacket is coming.
Yeah.
And you, this is even different, like kidogo, like even thinking about the jacket so passionately to an extent that you expect it.
Yeah.
You were creating that reality.
And he painted the picture of a soldier in you.
Joseph used to dream, and I remember there was a time I told my brother, you know me, I will it will come a time I'll be interacting with this kind of Professor Ngeli, Mr. Mandu, Eritis. He said, man, what are you saying? How can you do that? Okay, leave alone my brother. My wife, I told her that in life, I will meet these people. I would like to meet President Barack Obama. I met
You met him.
When I was telling her, she was like, you know those stories you tell in bed. And I told her, my favorite musician from Kenya is Jim.
And you did that
the one who did under 18 story Kitikidoro. I must meet that guy. And I met Jim.
And you did a project with him.
And I've done a song with him, and Jim is a phone call. Yes. Then I told him my favorite musician from Tanzania is Alikiba. I will have to meet Alikiba.
And you did meet Alikiba?
If you look at my Facebook profile, we are chilling with Alikiba.
Wow.
And now my wife always tells me, whatever you tell me now, sikupingi. It's a matter of time. So that's what I would tell people. Faith with no action is nothing. Don't also just sit down and ask God and do nothing. Get up, work hard, work smart, ask questions. Be willing to be a servant. Just like Jesus did. He was willing to leave the throne and come and serve humanity and go back to the throne. So that's the most difficult thing that people don't want to do. Everybody wants to be served, but nobody wants to serve. No wonder I joined the United States Army to serve the country. It was not an easy thing to do 11 years and to attain a staff sergeant rank. So if I did it, you can do it.
Nice. Nice. That is
your story is something I sit down and watch and start now picking a piece at a time to think through. But you're a blessed human being and we are blessed to have you. We believe we can continue this story and all the places in your life that are together here. God bless you and thank you for coming.
Yeah, I don't think the story is done yet. God is not done with you. And God is not done with the viewers.
At this age.
I'm actually probably one of the youngest retirees from my village.
Wow.
Back from county.
I don't think your whole village has any retiree your age.
When I posted on Facebook that I'm retiring, people were asking me, even those I don't know, how can you retire? Do you know the meaning of retirement?
Do you know what that means?
So at the same time, I'm like, do I have time to come and beg you and tell you, oh, I have retired?
Do you allow me to retire?
And then other people will be like, oh, you're so young to retire. How, what? And be like, that's one thing people, we just jump into conclusion. You don't know the demons that I deal with. Yes, it sounds good that I'm retired, but the service-connected disability that I have, like for instance, to mention, my knee, I cannot bend it for a long time like this. I cannot run as I used to run. Now that is taken away, right? I can't run. I can't play soccer. I cannot do any physical sports. So
there is something, it comes with something.
Then also mind, we call it traumatic events.
Oh, traumatic, okay.
Killing, like, the hardest thing that we human deal with is the things you are able to do, now you can't do them because of the physical disability limitations. So those things, when they kick in, when I start thinking about them, I start losing some sleep. So there's a lot of things that I deal with, but at the same time, still strive to hit more heights because I'm still left with these hands, with this brain, with these eyes. There are people who are even their legs are cut. So that's one thing I even tell people. Yeah, the reason why I was telling the story of which you didn't let me finish.
Yeah.
The 4 men at the gate.
Oh, yeah,
When they made that decision was the most powerful decision that we need to make in our life. And they let God guide their footsteps. Do you know what happened?
They walked like the sound was made of.
As they were approaching the enemy zone, the soldiers who were guarding, God made their footsteps sound like chariots of the high.
Yeah.
So you understand. So when you include God in your business, He will make those kind of sounds to your enemy. And your enemies will run away.
Preach. That's it.
Right, say it again.
Take us there.
So you see, you have to understand how God works.
And you have to make that difficult.
And you have to accept. You have to accept that I am nobody without you, God. And then now God comes and gives you the power, and everything becomes easy.
Still,
I'm going to rewatch this.
We will have to
listen
rewatch
to
this.
And I don't know. Now I'm a little bit scared of you. I feel like you're made of something else because your journey is something different, and it makes me feel like maybe I've not I recognized some chances as I should have, or I've not made the difficult decisions, or I've not prepared or allowed myself to maybe be used fully as a man.
Yep.
How? Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
We have to end it here because of time. Guys, we will always catch up with Solomon again.
Yes.
We will do this. Hopefully, if he has time, we will catch up with the wife who is now not just
Person of interest. No.
not only airborne, but the other boys.
There was this other bunch
Yeah,
she
she's
had.
gonna-
Airborne, air salt, and
Medical something.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
We'll have to catch up with her. She's making very beautiful stories on TikTok. What's her name?
My username is Caroline Amboto.
Caroline Amboto.
So she bears the name of Amboto, which
The spirit of Amboto is here.
so it's not her doing that. It's the name.
Oh, please. We will give her an opportunity to refute or agree.
It's the name. It's the name. She was called Samuel. She changed Amboto and everything now
By
because
the way, she's kind of, her name was Samuel, but now she's Amboto. Everything changed.
everything.
No, she's just.
It's the name.
It's in the name.
And
I agree.
Next time we talk, I would like you, next time we talk, I hope there is going to be, definitely. I'd like you to talk about your meeting, because will see a story flying.
Usema tulimuhijack.
Interesting.
Which one?
Your meeting and marriage.
Yes.
That it was a,
We'll
don't talk about it.
We'll find a segment for that.
We will later talk about it.
You know, there's this thing, all this philosophy, all this dream, that I have to date somebody I know that. We got married in 6 days.
What?
Maybe you are for 6
Okay. That is a whole other story that needs to be told. I sort of
6 days.
And that came to a time that I said, God, I need a woman now. Do a surgery like Adam.
Take the ring.
This is the bone of my bones. This is the flesh of my flesh.
She was there. I said, this is now.
The bone of my bones.
But then I think when you
And I was like, she was scared to go through the process.
just like Eve was.
I told her, do I need an approval from any man to marry you? Oh, you have to call my mom. Give me a phone.
And
And you see now, we are in the US, and the mom is. Anyway, let's talk about this.
Story for another day. Guys, as you can see, this story is one that requires a memoir. I really hope that you write a memoir you know, as Solomon Omoto.
We had, this guy has, let me say it. Should I say it?
Spoiler.
Say it, find the positive words to say it.
Say it.
We had a project.
Mm-hmm.
We had a project to write this story and put it in a play.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a lot. This is very powerful.
We dived into it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a booklet.
But,
Wow.
I think
You could square that one out.
Yes, delayed the process.
it shocked me. It's a big
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
But I have the
Guilty
book.
as
I have the
charged.
book like
That's
this.
it.
I have a book.
Let us make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. And that's what I say, life is all about what you make out of it. You
Yes.
don't know how that story is going to touch someone.
I think the thing I've learned from you is how to own your story. Some of us have some stories that we don't even tell to ourselves. We can't catch ourselves admitting about certain parts of our life. But you're so vulnerable with your story and you're in touch.
So strong and so vulnerable. You can
Yes.
jump out of the plane and you can still get to that moment where you couldn't understand what to do and that.
Yeah.
Guys.
I think we really need to conclude at this point so that we don't spill into the next segment.
That's true.
Yeah, until next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank you for
much.
hosting me.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to, and I hope God will fight for this studio so that you grow, so that you can create a retirement package for these films.
All right. Thank you so much.
Nice.
It's me.
Mhm.